being invested in the fantasy of a person, their potential. The reason that we go on a date with someone and we put them on a pedestal and we get so excited about them is because we've allowed the story to get ahead of where it really is. We're very good at creating story. We imagine where this will go based on their qualities, based on how great we are together. We imagine where it will go, where it could go, and that story starts playing out in our imagination. Often an area where you're getting disproportionately nervous is an area where you've built up too much story about what it could be. I've been disappointed before. I've texted someone that I wanted to see again or that I wanted to see for the first time. I've asked for their number, we've exchanged details, and then when it comes to getting on a date, they never follow through. And I'm like, oh man, because I know in my head I've already built this up to be something. She was really pretty when I approached her in that coffee shop, and you know, there was a certain way about her, and she sort of looked like the love of my life. I think this is the person, right? You go into that mindset, and then when they don't call you back for a first date, when they don't go out on a date with you, you think you've lost something really special, right? But that's antithetical to the idea of having something special. Because having something special is when someone is actually trying. When someone is actually with you for the ride. That's the truth of what's special. It will reveal itself to you because it's obvious.
People will disappoint you. Picture this. You're a kid opening a gift you are sure is your dream toy, and it's socks. Or maybe it's recent. A friend bailed. A promotion slipped away. Or someone you trusted let you down. That sting? It's universal. But what if I told you disappointment isn't your enemy? It's your secret weapon. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit that can turn your deepest letdowns into your greatest strength. Disappointment is the most democratic emotion. Rich, poor, young, old, no one escapes it. I remember my first real letdown. I was 10, waiting for my dad to show up for my school play. I saved him a seat in the front row. He never came. That empty chair taught me something crucial. Disappointment isn't just about what happens. It's about what you expected it to mean. The pain wasn't just his absence. It was the story I told myself about what his presence would have proven. Uncertainty is the only certainty. The one permanence is impermanence. Life doesn't owe us the outcomes we imagine, but disappointment doesn't have to break you. It can shape you. Stick around and I'll show you 15 core tools, plus powerful mindset shifts that will change the way you experience pain forever. Reflection prompt. Pause this video for 5 seconds. Think of the last person who truly disappointed you. Got it? Good. Because everything we're about to explore is rooted in that exact feeling. Section 1. Why disappointment hurts. That person you just thought of, they didn't disappoint you to hurt you. They disappointed you because you expected something they couldn't or wouldn't give. The expectation trap. Every disappointment starts with an unspoken contract. If I do this, you'll do that. But the other person never signed it. Our pain comes from the gap between what we imagined and what happened. Feel it fully. Don't skip past the hurt. Don't numb it. Sit with it and ask, what did I need that I didn't get? Naming the unmet need is the beginning of healing.
Those of us who expect disappointment do not let ourselves feel positive emotion. We feel a kind of familiar, safe comfort when we are feeling negative emotional states, like sadness, because when we feel that way, we are sure that there is no further to fall, and that we will not be able to be disappointed from that place. This is important to understand. If you are a person who thinks that depression or sadness feels real, or that there is a kind of familiar hominess and a settled trust in negative emotional states like depression and sadness, the reason is that you not only expect it, but you are also desperately afraid of disappointment. And the only time we are guaranteed emotional safety, therefore, is when we are already feeling unhappy. Those of us who expect disappointment panic when things are looking up. We're always trying to look for the negative in every situation so we don't get blindsided by it. We experience love as a kind of nostalgic missing of something before that object of our love is even gone. We feel the most powerless and desperate when things go well for us because we live our lives according to the belief that the universe is out to get us and that the higher they rise, the harder they fall.
The perception gap. What we feel happened isn't always what actually happened. Ask, what did they say, and what story did I attach to it? Closing that gap builds clarity. The build-up effect. Maybe the letdown hit hard not because of what they said, but because of what came before it. One more thing on top of a bad day. That's not weakness, that's overload. Anger is a mask. Often, what looks like anger is really disappointment trying to protect itself. You weren't mad first, you were hurt. The investment factor. The deeper your investment, the harder the fall. That's not foolish, it's human. But knowing where you placed your hope helps you reclaim your power.
Most of us who experience the expectation of disappointment see ourselves as a disappointment. We expect ourselves to be a disappointment. That's because when we were little, we felt like a disappointment to the authority figures who were around us. Teachers, family members, parents, maybe even siblings. Nothing we ever do is good enough to mean that we have worth and value. If things went well for us, it would mean that we are worthy of them going right for us, and we simply can't believe that. We believe we're not worthy of positive treatment by the universe. We think we do not deserve things to work out for us. We think we do not deserve that big break or that perfect mate or that pay raise. We don't know why we don't deserve life to go well for us or what we did to deserve that pain. All we know is that we must deserve it, because that is what we have become accustomed to getting. What's even worse is that those of us who fear and expect disappointment train ourselves to expect the worst-case scenario. Now, this is a problem in a reality where mind creates the universe you live in. When mind creates reality and you expect disappointment, you are literally in the creation pattern of disappointment. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I want to remind you that when you're working with somebody who is currently in the vibration of expecting disappointment, or if you yourself are expecting disappointment, the very worst thing you can do is to remind someone that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. This does no good. In reality, all it does is make a person feel shame for expecting disappointment. It causes them to worry about the way that they are worrying. If you're the kind of person who chronically expects disappointment, it's important to make a list of times that you expected disappointment, or the worst case scenario to happen, and it didn't occur. Maybe we expected we would be stood up on a date, but they just ended up being late because of a traffic jam. Maybe we expected someone to die, but they ended up recovering. Maybe we expected an opportunity to fall through that just took a little more time to come through. The point is, when you are looking at proof that disappointment does not always happen to you, your brain cannot attach to the expectation of disappointment with so much fervor anymore. The basic fear that lies underneath the lives and minds of those people who expect disappointment is the belief and the fear in powerlessness. Mainly, the powerlessness that is felt is the idea that one does not create their own reality. People who expect disappointment think that life happens to them, that they have no real way of controlling whether they feel good or whether they feel bad. I want to repeat this because it's so important. The only people who fear disappointment are those who think that they do not ultimately have control over their lives. They think that their life experience is determined by something larger and more powerful than them. Many of us who carry the belief that we create our own reality do not carry this belief to our core, because the belief in our powerlessness runs even deeper. It is a holdover from our childhood experience. If you expect disappointment, it's crucial that you prove to yourself that you create your own reality. The way to do this is to use visualization every day, only 5 minutes a day.
Section 2. What disappointment teaches. Disappointment isn't life punishing you. It's life redirecting you. Set boundaries. Disappointment reveals where your energy has gone unchecked. Don't punish others. Protect yourself. Love people, but know when to love them from a distance. Communicate clearly. Use I statements. I felt unimportant when, rather than you always. The first creates dialogue. The second builds walls. Take care of your body. Your nervous system reacts to disappointment like danger. Sleep, eat, move, replenish yourself on purpose. Don't personalize patterns. When someone consistently lets you down, believe their actions. Don't expect them to change. Prepare yourself to respond differently. The illusion of control. We think we know how life should go, but the more we release that belief, the freer we become. Acceptance doesn't mean approval. It means peace with reality. Let's reset. Think again of that recent disappointment. You knew exactly what it was the moment I asked, right? That's not a coincidence. That's a message. What if that pain wasn't a mistake, but an invitation? Section 3. Moving from reaction to mastery. Practice letting go. Want what you want, but don't cling. Desire can be powerful. Attachment, though, is often where suffering grows. Don't react from desperation. Pause, breathe. Most impulsive reactions create more pain. Wisdom waits. Stillness builds power.
You don't go about building expectations. You just work upon building your body and your mind to enable yourself that you can use it to the fullest extent. We don't know how you will use it. What you do in this world should be relevant to the situation in which you exist, isn't it? Action is always about the situation, not about you. If this one thing, if you get it, then there'll be no expectation. Simply you do what's needed. There's no need for any expectations. Just enable yourself. Whatever the situation allows, we'll do. This is all you have to do. Build your body and your mind in such a way that you can use it to the fullest capability. So whatever kind of situations arise in front of you, accordingly you act, not the fancy way you like.
Change the story. Shift your internal dialogue. This always happens to me. This taught me something I needed. That's how you take back control of your story. Grow in the pause. Sometimes the growth is in the waiting. The space between what you wanted and what actually happened can be the best place for growth. Find the gift. Every setback carries information, insight, clarity, even a boundary. That's your gift. Don't miss it. Breakthrough moment, the disappointment paradox. Disappointment is training, and the more you show up for it, the more life will trust you with responsibility, relationships, and reward. Charles Dickens said, "In every life, no matter how full or empty one's purse is, there is tragedy. It is the promise of life, and it always fulfills. Thus, happiness is a gift, and the trick is not to expect it, but to delight in it when it comes." If betrayal crushes you, you'll fear intimacy. If criticism breaks you, praise will distort you. But if you learn to meet disappointment with curiosity, resilience, and presence, you stay steady no matter what. Sometimes not getting what you want is life redirecting you. Write this down. My ability to wait is my strength. Section 4. Disappointment as creative fuel. Use it. Let it drive your art, your business, your clarity, your next chapter. Robert Towns said, "If you're looking for inspiration, talk about what you're angry about." Disappointment often holds a voice that needs to be heard. Make something, write something, say something. You don't need to be over it to begin. Final tools and takeaway. 15 tools to master disappointment. Number 1, feel it fully. Don't numb or run. Number 2, identify what you needed. Number 3, take care of your body. Number 4, use I statements, not blame. Number 5, adjust expectations to reality. Number 6, protect your energy, set boundaries. Number 7, see the redirection. Number 8, practice letting go. Want, don't cling. Number 9, don't act in desperation. Pause first. Number 10, keep moving forward. Here is powerful. Number 11, change how you tell the story. Number 12, take a moment. Sometimes you grow most when you slow down. Number 13, find the gift. There's always something inside the pain. Number 14, build your rebound muscle. Practice staying calm when things go wrong. And number 15, be happy that you are able to change direction, to adapt. Bonus practices. G3 journal. Gratitude, goals, goodness. Daily reflection. Friend hat. Coach yourself like you'd coach your best friend. New chapter. Write, if I started again, to reset perspective. Buy tickets. Shift your space. See something new. Health first. Sleep, eat, move. Double down when disappointed. Final challenge plus call to action. What things have you told yourself will never happen that you might need to believe in again? What limits used to be true but aren't anymore? If you feel like disappointment is becoming a pattern, reach out. Therapy, coaching, or honest conversation can shift everything. Your turn. Comment below. What's one disappointment you're ready to reframe? And which tool will you try this week? Disappointment isn't your downfall. It's your superpower. You've got this.